Welcome to Creative Tian channel. Today I'm going to show you the basic techniques for increasing stitches. This is part of the beginning machine knitting tutorials. You can find the link in the description box for the machine knitting basic series. I'm going to show you several ways of increasing stitches, including the full fashion increase, E-rub, and the double E-rub increase. I already knit a few rows of plain stockinette stitches as a sample. Now we try to increase starting from the easy method. The easiest way is to just pull out a stitch to the working position. For my LK150, it's a B position. And we usually increase the side that's opposite to your carriage. It's easier to do it this way so it doesn't get caught with the working yarn. And then we just knit one row. And when you look closely, there's a yarn in the new stitch. And when we knit it back, that stitch will be knitted too. So let's knit it back. You can see the stitch is knit. This is probably the easiest way of increasing stitches. Now let's increase a few stitches at a time. Since my carriage is on the left side, I'm still going to pull out the needle on the right. I will pull out 3 needles at a time for now, and let's start knitting. And then knit back. And I will add a few rows of plain stitch. And let me try it again with another 3 stitches. So I pull out 3 needles opposite to the carriage side and knit. When we look closely, you can see with this method, it creates loops in between. So there's a gap. So that's not the best way to increase. The next method is a little bit better. For example, we want to increase 1 stitch here. We will pick up the first stitch, the horizontal bar of the first stitch, and then hand it to the empty needle. Place all needles back to the B position, the working position, and we can start knitting. I can do it on the left side. I'll pick up the horizontal bar at the last needle and increase by placing it to the empty needle. Place back to the working position and just knit. Now do it again. So when you look closer, you will see there is no gap here. The drawback of this method is that you can only increase 1 stitch at a time. The next method, and it's usually recommended method, is the full fashion increase. And we'll need a transferring tool, either the 3-prong or the 2-prong tool. For example, we want to increase 1 stitch on the left side. We'll transfer the last 3 stitches, pick it up, and move 1 stitch over. Now there's 1 empty stitch in the middle, the 4th stitch from the left. And we will do the same thing. We pick up the next stitch, the horizontal bar from the next stitch to the empty needle. This way we create a full fashion increase. And I can repeat this several times and then show you. So you can see even from the back side, it creates a slanted line here because all the increase is from the fourth needle. So you have a very smooth edge. And this is called the full fashion increase. You can use 2, 3, or 4 stitches outside of the increased stitch. It's up to you. This is the best method most people recommend. If you want to increase several stitches at once, you can do the E-rub increase or the double E-rub increase. For the simple E-rub increase, you have the yarn, the live yarn on the side you want to increase, and then pull out the stitches you want to increase. For example, I have 5 stitches here. And I will just do a simple E-rub, like a simple E-rub cast on. And then we'll knit as usual. That's a simple E-rub increase. If you want a more sturdy edge, you can do the double E-rub. Again, I have the yarn on the right side. I pull out a few needles, and then we'll do the double E-rub. The double E-rub is very similar to the basic E-rub, but you do it twice. So basically you hand knit 1 row. And if you want to make sure you have very even tension, you can go cross 2 stitches at the same time for your first E-rub. And the second E-rub, go to the first ledge of the needle, only the first needle, and pull back. So you hand knit that stitch. And we'll do the same. We go over 2 needles for the first E-rub, and then go to just 1 needle inside the ledge for the second E-rub, and pull it back to knit. And we'll repeat that. You go over 2 needles first and place a yarn in the hook of the first needle, knit it back. The last one, the same. It's easier to have the ledge open first. The last one, you just place it in the hook and knit back. Now we hand knit 1 row. We'll just continue knitting. And it's easier to place them in the D position. So this is a full fashion increase. The increase is in the middle and not at the edge. So this is a recommended increase. And the first one here is a double E-rub increase. The second one is the simple E-rub increase. They are very similar, but the double E-rub is more sturdy. So that's the basic increasing methods for machine knitting. Thank you for watching and see you next time.